mission installing the OBSS boom on station. First, the crew installed a Keep Alive umbilical avionics box, which provides a power converter to allow heater power to be transmitted to the boom. As the boom came in close to the crew members on the position on the truss, they installed the power cable, and we saw there the red light coming on, showing that power was getting to the boom and to the sensors, knowing that we have a good power transfer and the thermal clock was stopped. At that point, the SSRMS released the boom and handed it over to the EVA crew, where they grabbed it. This is about a 50-foot long stick that the crew then positioned into the hard structural stanchions on the truss. From that point, the cable was tended out to tie that down to the structure, and as I said, it was secured into the stanchions. Here's the attachment mechanism being connected by Mike Foreman and being locked into place. Once that was secured, there is a thermal blanket which gets installed over the sensor package on the end. This provides both thermal protection during the time while it's going to be left on orbit, as well as micrometeorite protection. Mike Foreman then went out and did a SARG inspection to look for damage, and there we just saw an image of one area of interest where we think there may have been a divot or a pockmark on one of the surfaces. As it turns out, it was a little inconclusive from what Mike described, but we do believe that that is a very small subsurface divot. Meanwhile, Bob Bankin went and retried to install the PEC experiment modules, or the PEC experiment packages onto ISS. He was able to get those successfully installed. We had a little bit of time for some get-aheads. We got some trunnion covers installed onto the Japanese logistics module, and finally we got some tools taken out of the airlock and put into a toolbox where they belong for their permanent place. During the STS-123 mission, we had over 33 hours of spacewalking time, and it's great to see it behind us, and I think the crew is due for a little rest coming up and a day off tomorrow. We're looking forward to it.
Thanks, Zeb. We'll take questions here in Houston. Start off with Bill in the back.
Bill with CBS, and this is really for Peter King, CBS Radio at the Cape. But I kind of have the same question. Listening to Mike's description of the race ring tonight, it sounded like more of the same, what has been reported, when the previous 17 covers have been removed. Can you give us a sense of what the timetable is for when you guys will decide what, if anything, you're going to do about this? I mean, obviously, if you don't have a root cause, I know you can't tell us what you're going to do